pleased you all could join us for another edition of... Joined by back off in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get gritty in coverage and get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Two of those best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. It's getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And this one does not go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Down the sideline inside the 30. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the 2nd level past the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the...
And he runs it across, touchdown! An excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. Back to a 7-0 lead. Team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made it the 15-yard line. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Complete out to the right. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Smith on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Out there, punter. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. That's taken at the 15. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. Possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Looking for a throw here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Smith. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Go on offense once more. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Complete beyond the marker. The 30. Their man's showing up the yards. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This finds Smith. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll set up here for the point after. In the middle, it's good. Drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. The offense getting set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and then brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Good field position. They get ready. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You can earn your money sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Another drive coming up for this offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for the opponents. It's a 2-score game. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They are facing second down deep on their own end. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Returning from the 18-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. To the field now. They've got some distance ahead of them, starting deep in their own territory after that free kick. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line, knowing to run.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This offense making its way back out now. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. 1st down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they're up against it here on fourth down. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with third and 2.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll run it from the gun. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for third and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Brings up second
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And that is where they'll start the next drive. This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
A play fake, now Smith to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's across midfield.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Now Smith. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. So it's the 2-minute warning from Honolulu. Third and a lone yard coming up. Throwing is Smith. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed to his running back. Is in. Touchdown. A one-score game before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. Back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Second and 3. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. From the 27. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And again, it's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Motioning the tight end now. Smith on 1st down. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Catch made over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. From the gun, Smith. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've arrived at halftime. The lead here in Honolulu. Now we'll send you back across the Pacific to our Orlando studios.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level 1st half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the
Rams
break.
kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup, and it sets up 1st down. Now we're on the counter. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, as if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get...
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The running back gets it on the draw. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a 1st down. They give it to him again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Smith. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Blitz coming for Smith. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now looking to throw. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down, Smith to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Smith has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Smith back to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in?
And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. A 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Throwing from the gun. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. To punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Smith to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Smith to the air now. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Out comes offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He's got it on the bootleg. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. Have a first down. This time it's a passing play. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A give now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has it down close. Touchdown! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the uprights. Let's break that tie. 7. The kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense ready to get going again now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. Possession. First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can keep your job tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. For their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Trying to set this up quick. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Throwing now. Cut near the goal line. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. This game up. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Here comes their offense out again. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So before third down, whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Smith to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. That tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escaped. I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. Winners, as we say aloha from Honolulu.